Alright, One Piece chapter 986 review. Chapter is called My Name. What are your overall thoughts about this chapter?
Overall?
Mm-hmm. Good chapter, good setup chapter. Because the raid is now officially on, and somebody's about to get fucked up. And by somebody, I mean Luffy.
Oh.
Well,
with the two Yonkos?
Let's go one by one first. Let's start with Kanjuro's death. R.I.P. Kanjuro. He's dead now. He will be missed. Not really.
No, I hate the character.
I hate you. So let's move on to then Kaido, basically presenting an option for the samurai and the ninjas. So they can either join him or they can leave, and he said that he will be respectful of their choice, free choice.
Oh yeah.
It's a free country after all, and they're free to go, and I think by that he means he's gonna thunder Bagua, them and their families.
The shit out of them?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I don't think there was any...
Marines will see flying bodies.
Yeah, coming out of Wano. So obviously, I mean, look, when Kaido says that, I mean, when Kaido goes, I mean, I'm not forcing you guys. I'm just saying, I think you guys should join me. The wise men that lead the ninjas and the samurai chose to obviously ally themselves with Kaido, the Beast Pirates, Argo, Fukurokoji, and Hotai, the leaders of the
I think like after what they saw, what Kaido did to the poor guy, Orochi, so they decided to ally with themselves.
They did your mom's con. Yeah. So they basically decide to join Kaido. By the way, we see a panel of Jack and Queen and King and Kaido standing together, and I'm really fascinated by the whole Jack being so huge, and King, who is supposedly the strongest, being
the shortest.
Physically, the shortest or smallest.
Oh yeah, the shortest among the crew.
That doesn't mean he's small, but I mean it's interesting.
His wings.
They have a real distinct body type, all four of them. Think about it. I mean, I like the whole distinction there. So that's just a small chapter panel of them, looking into each other, and then we move on to basically Kaido discussing with the Momonosuke, and this is the interesting part of the chapter. He's adamant. He really wants Momonosuke to abandon his father and mother and just say that he doesn't know them, and he even goes as far as to say that if you agree to disown your parents, say you're not their son, I'm gonna let you go off alive into the sunset. You're gonna have a good old time. You're gonna get old. You're gonna have a family, etc., etc.
What do you think is the point of this?
He showed him the whole beautiful life in Wano.
Oh yeah.
Under the Kaido regime, a house, a dog, a wife,
a flower. They don't have flowers.
They don't have flowers. They don't have flowers, only food.
What do you think is the point of this?
Well, the point, yeah,
why was he so?
That's the whole thing. What's the point of this? I think Kaido just wants him to. I think it's so if he disowns his father in front of the samurai and the ninjas and potentially the scabbards, it's gonna demotivate them, and it's gonna result in them losing faith, demotivation, and so on and so forth. Maybe that's his logic, or he just wants to embarrass him.
So people will stop
rebellion, or it's his way of spitting on the face of the Odin legacy.
Also that.
It's one of the two. It should be one of the two. But yeah, then we move on to Yamato and her handcuffs.
Luffy removing the handcuffs. Yeah?
Luffy removing the handcuffs. Them removing the handcuffs and them saying or asking among themselves, what do you think is gonna happen? Is this shit gonna explode? It's not gonna explode, right? I mean, he loves you and stuff, so on and so forth. We later find out that it does actually explode, and thankfully, Luffy throws it. Just randomly throws it. It ends up going to where the area below the execution platform.
Mm-hmm.
It explodes. It's a big explosion, and Big Mom just stares at it like, "What's the big deal here, guys?" I don't see. It's just an explosion. And
now we get to see the three amigos.
No. Before that, we see a panel with Zoro.
Oh,
Zoro is having a bad day, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what he's been doing, but whatever it is, he's
having a bad day. Yeah,
he's having a bad day at the office.
Hibbity Hobituss.
Yo, what's wrong? Zoom in on that. Zoom in on Zoro. Look at that. Look at that face. He's either having a bad day or he's just in a bad mood.
He's sick from killing people.
That could be it.
Meanwhile,
Kid is enjoying it. He's deriving
pleasures.
And then Law is acting cool and
doing nothing.
And Beppo.
Although the entire thing was his plan.
Cool. Chapter moves on from there. What happens then? Oh, Momonosuke's balls enlarge. He hits puberty.
Boo!
Which is, I think that's the final role of Momonosuke. What's he gonna do after this? This was the whole setup, right? Of Momo's character, because he's not gonna fight anyone. I think this is his peak in this arc.
Start the war.
Start the war. Well, he didn't declare it officially. I think we're gonna have a panel or a page where he actually goes, like, Scabbard's attack or something along those lines. That's in Kaido, I'm here to stop you, or something like that, like a brave moment. Although this was a brave moment for the fact that in front of the strongest, potentially the strongest character in the verse, even though he's
Big Mom right there.
He's actually not crying when you look at it. That's a character improvement. He's not crying. He's got a serious grin on his face. I mean, he's lost an eye. There's swelling on one of his eyes.
And a tooth.
Which was, by the way, by Kanjuro. He beat the shit out of him. And he finally has that moment of him going, "I'm the man that will one day become the shogun of Wano," which is very important for his character development. And that's why I say this is either the peak, or we're about to get to it, which is basically him saying, "Fuck you, Kaido. Attack," or something along those lines.
And we see Kaido
making that pissed off / like he has diarrhea or something face.
He's like, "Do I eat you now?"
And then he does the spready. And then he does the spready. Oh, let's get to that. Then the explosion happens, and Yamato, you see her crying, and I guess she's hurt.
Emotionally hurt.
Yeah.
She didn't expect the dear father Kaido.
Yeah, I think it hurt her feelings.
The Yonko.
Yeah, and she's crying, and what can you do? I actually like it. Because that goes to show you that Kaido's that type of man. Tough love.
Tough lover. Oh yeah.
He's like the embodiment of, "I'll kill you if you leave me." That's the type. And then the spready happens.
Mr. Crab.
Let's. I think it's a spready. It seems like it's a spready. He's spreading them legs.
Yeah, we forgot to mention him choosing what weapon.
Yeah, there's apparently a panel where he's choosing if I should use a Sundar Bagua on this child, or my fist, or my teeth. What a sick, sadistic. No, hell. He's not sick. He's not sadistic.
He just likes to go all out.
No, he does his job well. He doesn't take risks.
He doesn't take risk.
Hey, actually, that's a sign of respect.
Going all out?
Respect. Yeah. Now that I think about it, I was about to disrespect Kaido and says he's going a little too hard on a kid. No, he's showing some fucking respect. And I think, well, no, he's actually just sick and sadistic. He wants to fucking kill a child.
And he's like, "Yep,
Thunder Bagua it is." And you see, then the climax of the chapter takes place where the red scabbards fucking wham stab him.
The 10 amigos.
Because I don't think it's a stab. Because I don't think there's any penetration going on here. The only penetration is going to be next chapter when he penetrates them with his fucking. The best part about that panel of the scabbards attacking is Inuarashi. He's the best part because he's looking away from Kaido, and my guess is
he's looking
at Jack right at his eyes.
"You motherfucker, I'm coming. Give me back my leg."
He's like, "I'll get to you, Kaido, but first." And I really like that about this panel, and of course, not to forget the part where Izo shoots the sword out of King's hand, and not to forget what's his name, Nekomamushi. Either, I think, bit slapping is the correct term here. The fucking thing. What is it? That fucking thing he has.
Yeah.
The weapon type. The sword on steroids or something. He slaps it out of Kaido's hand, which is hey, that's a feat. That's achievement. That's achievement
something
unlocked.
Oh yeah.
That's very impressive if you ask me, because it's Kaido.
He got his weapon away.
And he's not the Kaido of old with the skinny legs and on a diet. This is the man Kaido with man strength and this could be, I think this is the strongest Kaido's been. I don't think he's at Whitebeard stage where he's deteriorating in strength. I think he's.
His power remained the same.
I think I think he's at his peak.
Oh,
he's not weak because of old age.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the chapter. That's pretty much all that happens, and
that's it.
That's it. It was a good chapter. I think it was a very good chapter. Gave it I think it's a good 8.5, 8 to 9, somewhere along those lines. It's a good chapter. It's a setup, and it seems that the raid should begin from next chapter. But since Marco's not here, and Big Mom is... Oh, by the way, there's Big Mom right there. Below them,
oh my God.
Waiting for them. How are they going to do... How is Oda going to do this?
I think Luffy's going at Big Mom. And these guys are going to deal with Kaido for now. Till they're flown away.
So, it's not going to work. There's no way they penetrated through his skin. They just pushed him to use enough force. Which is impressive.
It's surprising.
But it's like 9 people.
Mm.
And a couple of them have respectable strength. Like, Arashi Nekomamushi.
Let's not forget this guy.
Oh, our ninja.
Our ninja.
The ninja with his fucking take
He's
this.
He's going straight to the head.
He's going straight to the head, which is very impressive.
You
I
piece
like
of shit.
that's a killer instinct right there.
Oh God.
I don't see this achieving anything except throwing him out of the from the execution platform to the ground, where you're gonna have 2 Yonkos, just sitting there, standing there,
and 3 commanders.
Well, they're still up. No execution platform, unless it collapses.
Yo, we forgot someone.
Oh, what?
There's someone who's on the way. Pirurin.
Great.
It's over.
Just what we need, more people to fight. Well, we don't know. Well, Zoro, Law, and fucking Kid are still, and Marco obviously not here yet.
Mm-hmm.
Jinbei's not here. Both sides are not at their peak yet. And plus, I don't think that whole war is going to be in the same area. It's going to be at different locations, right? But it'll be interesting to know how the next chapter plans out, because I think that should be a setup chapter to how the war is going to take place, like where the battlefields are going to be. Because you have 2 Yonkos, you gotta separate them. You can't have 2 Yonkos in the same place.
Oh yeah.
And then if you want to win the war. But a good chapter, good setup, I think, by Oda, and let's see where this goes.
That's it for today.
That's all we have to say. If anyone's watching, please do comment down below. Let us know what you think about the chapter. Thank you for watching. Bye.